Just a few hours left for campaigning in the Malaysian state of Sabah. Some 1.2 million residents are eligible to vote in an election that will be the biggest litmus test for Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin and his new Perikatan Nasional coalition. Results of polls in the eastern Malaysian state could influence the direction of the federal government going forward. Mr. Muhyiddin has said that the outcome could determine whether he will call for a nationwide general election. Malaysia's Election Commission promises there will be no phantom voters tomorrow. The police have also assured that voting will run smoothly. They've already beefed up security at polling stations, and they remind voters to observe physical distancing and to wear face masks to curb the spread of COVID-19. Now, Mr. Go joins us live from Kota Kinabalu for more on this story. Mel, Sabah is a diverse state comprising people of many indigenous tribes and religions. So how do they traditionally vote?
You know, with more than 40 ethnic groups and 200 subgroups, Sabahans, they come from a vibrant and rich cultural and religious backgrounds. And still, the people in Sabah, they are more inclusive and more cohesive as a community compared to their peers in West Malaysia. I spoke with some of the young Sabahan voters. They don't see themselves differently. They are Sabahans, yes, but they are all Malaysians. They said they have no issue whether their chief minister is of any ethnic group, so long he or she can deliver. Now, majority of the people here, they are Bumiputra Muslims. About a quarter of the populations here are Christians. Now, Chinese are minorities here. There are only about 7 of the 73 state seats are majority Chinese, largely in the cities like here in Kota Kinabalu, the state capital. Now, although interior Sabah and some of the ethnic seats, they still vote along ethnic lines, but by and large, it's a politics of development here. People want better infrastructure, they want better education, healthcare, and land rights is an issue, and also the influx of migrants has always been a concern for many Sabahans. So although Shafi, the incumbent chief minister, is of Bajau descent, and some of the ethnic leaders still view him with distrust, but his call for unity, for greater autonomy, and not to be dictated by federal power resonate with many Sabahans. So it's a mixed bag here. That's why it's so hard to read the outcome of this state election. Then that's Steve.
Mel, so where are some of the strongholds for the big players like Warisan Plus, Gagasan and Parti Cinta Sabah?
Well, for the incumbent Chief Minister, Shafi Abdal of Warisan, his stronghold is mostly on the East Coastal seats, where there's a significant number of Bajau. Its ally, Chinese-based Democratic Action Party, is strong in cities and urban seats, where while the opposition coalition, UMNO-led Perikatan Nasional, has pockets of strongholds in interior Sabah and areas like Kinabatangan and up north in Kota Belud, while Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin's Bersatu Party chief in Sabah, Hajiji, stronghold is in Tuaran, about an hour from here in KK. Now, Mr. Muhyiddin's presence here in Sabah, campaigning hard on the ground the past week, has actually taken quite a bit of support from UMNO-led Perikatan Nasional. This has caused quite a bit of tensions on the ground for both PN and BN, and that's why some analysts say that some of the UMNO MPs switched support to PKR President Anwar Ibrahim at the federal level is partly because of that. Glenda, Steve?
And Mel, caretaker Chief Minister Muhammad Shafi Abdal, you mentioned him just now. He is facing a five-cornered fight to defend his seat. Some constituencies, we understand, are even facing up to 10 cornered fights. Is there any way of knowing the likely outcome of these?
Indeed, it's multi-cornered fights all round. That's why it will be interesting to see the outcome with so many independents as well, on top of multiple ethnic parties. It's going to split votes and dilute the majority for the bigger players. Now, it's still neck and neck, with the campaigning coming to an end. The past 2 weeks have been intense and fierce, although I only managed to see some of it. Now, Shafi, who's facing a five-cornered fight in Semporna, is not going to be a problem. He's been leader of Semporna for more than 20 years, and same goes to Bong Mokhtar, who leads UMNO's charge in Sabah, while Anifah Aman, the former foreign minister of Malaysia, whose party Cinta Sabah's candidates fielding in all 73 seats, he wants to be chief minister as well. It's super crowded. Now, I managed to catch up with both Shafi'i as well as Anifah earlier on. Let's listen in.
A solid kind of win for these incoming elections, more than two-thirds majority. Of course, it is not an easy task. And if that can be realized, I think that will be the best scenario.
I don't think any one of them is better than me.
So where do you think their loyalty will be? Do you think the Chief Minister is brave enough to confront? You have to toe the party lines, you know, and you have to listen. This is what we call a classic divide and rule.
Well, polling begins at 7:30 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. tomorrow across the state. Over 700 polling centres, and security is tight and SOPs of utmost importance given the ongoing pandemic and daily increase in cases now in triple digit. Now, Sabahans are ready. It's going to be the mother of all state elections, they said.